My name is Mark Kwasnick, and I've lived in Wake Forest, the zip code, and I've been a member of Wake Electric since 2013. I felt like I could live, 2 hours a day with just turning some stuff off, and the savings comparison really kind of spoke to me. I've been looking at my bills and following it, and it's usually around 17%. When you're not running, 2 heat pumps and a well pump and all this other stuff, you're going to save money, especially when you do run it and the cost is like 8 cents per kilowatt hour versus 11. I would say a couple things, right? First is, if you look at the app, right, you can pretty much tell where your load is. If all of your energy usage is in those 2 hours, it's probably not a good idea, but I suspect that you'll look at it and you'll see that your energy usage is spread across the day. Maybe it's not where you think it is. I think that the Smart Hub is so important because it lets you see basically if your usage is really centered around those 2 hours a day or not. I really like the hour-by-hour view, and in addition to the hour-by-hour view, like if you kind of look at the bottom of it, there's a breakdown of how much, kind of a rough categorization of always on and lighting and a pool, for instance, or heating, air conditioning. Like it kind of breaks down where your bill's going, and I think that can help you zoom in on, again, what to turn off or not use during that period of time to kind of maximize your savings. Electric heating and air, if you've got that. The dryer, electric dryer, is a huge user. So just like don't use that during the time of use period, and you're going to really significantly help your savings. And then if you've got a water heater, electric water heaters use significant energy as well. So if you can basically time them around that, if you could add a timer to it, you can save, again, significant money. Honestly, because I've kind of talked to people and I've heard some things like, you think you'll get locked into it, or you think that it's like some hardware you install or someone takes control away from you, but it's really not. And I kind of just wanted to articulate that because honestly, when you're talking about just saving money by accepting something that's completely optional, I feel like that really should matter for a lot of people. I work with people kind of around the North Carolina area. Some are with Wake Electric, some are not. One thing I would say is interesting is Wake Electric's time of use plan is actually pretty competitive. Some of my, further west coworkers, their time of use plan is not as competitive. In fact, the window is like 6 hours or something. I'm here because I think it's not just a sales thing. Like, I mean, when it comes to electricity, right? It's not an optional thing in your life. You will consume electricity. If you live in the United States, you will consume electricity. And it's taking control of how you do that, I think, is really important.